welcome back to another video. This really popped when I saw it. That to me is a monster increase. Again, this book got hot. This book is ready to go higher. So let's jump right into it. We are back today with another statue review from Diamond Select Toys. Without further ado, let's get into the review. What is going on, YouTube? This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles, and thank you for joining me for another video here on the channel. Of course, today we have another eBay sales video where I take 6 books that sold on eBay over the past week, and a few of them are even books that you guys requested. But before we get started in every video, I want to remind you guys that if you're not a current subscriber of the channel, do me a favor, go ahead, click that sub button, smash that like button. Let's get this video out there to everyone in the community and check out all the new merch I have available down below. With that said, let's check out these books. So the first book we're going to take a look at this week is actually a request from a couple of subscribers. It is a copy of Spawn number 174. This copy sold May 11th, a CGC 9.6 white pager. It's listed for $500, but actually ended up selling for $425. Now, this is the first appearance of the Gunslinger, and this may be one of those issues, I'm not too sure, that actually has a low print run. So if somebody can confirm down there in the comments, please let me know. Either way, as we get into the GPA analysis, you can see this last sale has been recorded for $425. The 90-day average for this one, $479 on just 7 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $493 on 30 sales, and in 2022 the average was $516. Way back in 2021, at the height of mass hysteria, guys, $560. So again, I'm not a huge Spawn fan. I'm not going out personally and buying this book, but because it's been requested a couple of times, I had to put it on this one. You guys let me know what you think of this book. Is this one worth picking up for the amount that it's going for right now, $425 for a 9.6? Are we better off buying a 9.8? I'm interested to hear what you guys have to say. You guys know here on the channel, we're all about bangers. And this one, a massive one, Fantastic Four number 5, and the first appearance and origin of Dr. Doom. This one especially has a CGC 3.0, has that awesome custom Dr. Doom label from CGC. I had to put this one on the list because you're going to see the sale on this book is so much higher than the last recorded sale on GPA. This one sold for a whopping $9,660 and 40 cents, and on top of that is shipping from Canada. It sold on May 16th. As we get into the GPA data, you can see the last sale for this book was only $6,013. So I'm not sure why all of a sudden everybody is paying up for this book in a 3.0. Maybe it's that custom label. That hella ain't worth $3,000 and change for this book, so I'm a little shocked at what this went for. The 90-day average for this one, $5,724 on just 3 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $6,791. In 2022, the average was $7,701, and in 2021, $7,946. Now, whenever we talk about this book, I say that this is the best Marvel villain key that you can own. I know it's come down a ton over the past couple of years, but I want to own this book for the long term. I still have my copy, and I've owned several copies over the years of the first appearance of Dr. Doom. To me, I'm going to keep that book in my collection forever or until I really need the money. Either way, I'm always a buyer of this book. Just pick the grade you like. If you buy this book, keep it in the collection. Again, if you're looking to sell this book over the next couple of years, I probably wouldn't be buying anything. I think the market right now is as cold as I've ever seen it, and people are just dumping books left and right. But you can get some great deals if you're collecting for the long term. The next book up is another monster sale. All right, guys, take a look at this. It is a copy of Amazing Spider-Man number 316 and this iconic Venom cover by the great Todd McFarlane. This copy, a newsstand variant, just sold of a CGC 9.8 off-white to white pager for a whopping $898 and 88 cents, believe it or not. Now that is a monster sale. Now I took the data for a regular direct edition copy just to show you the difference that this book is going for right now. The last sale on a direct copy was $480 this month. The 90-day average for this one, $603 on 32 sales. I know this book I know there are a lot of copies of this book out there. The 12-month rolling average, $695 on a whopping 109 sales. In 2022, the average was $846. And in 2021, guys, look at this, $1,165. We're talking a decrease of about $700, 65% down from the highs. That to me is absolutely crazy. Yours truly, I have a 9.8 copy with the Venom custom label. I was thinking about selling that book, but now that I see this sale, I know it's a newsstand issue. I may hold on to that book. I haven't decided, but either way, it's a classic Spider-Man book you always have to own. You guys know I always include rare books on this list, and I try to find stuff that not everybody out there is looking for, but when I see good deals, I have to put them on here. Okay, here we have a copy of Action Comics number 242 and the first appearance of Brainiac. Now, I don't see this book come up for sale that often, so when I do, I wanted to cover it. This copy is a nice raw copy, definitely beat up, low grade. I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt from the pictures that I saw. That is a 1.0. Now, the cover may be detached. I'm not too sure from this picture, but I will say this. I still think it's better than a 0.5. Now, this copy sold for $800 right at the asking price, all right, which tells me somebody was really looking for this book, and they probably pounced on it as soon as they saw it. Now, the last sale, according to the GPA for a CGC 1.0, was $620 back in August of 2022. There is no 90-day average data because one hasn't sold in the last 3 months. The 12-month rolling average for this one, $603 on only 2 sales. I'm telling you guys, this is a book I'd be eyeing right now if you're a Superman, DC, and a Brainiac fan because it's just so rare. The 2022 average, $668, again, on just 3 sales the entire year at a 1.0. The 2021 average, $567. So again, this book is climbing, and someone jumped all over this book at a whopping $800. Again, I know DC is hot, a lot hotter than Marvel. So again, I think all DC keys, like I always say, are not created equal. This one is definitely one I'd be jumping on if you're interested, and you can find it. Another sale and another monster DC key flies off the shelf over at eBay. This one, A Brave and the Bold, number 28, another raw book. Seems there are a lot of raw books that are selling right now over on eBay. This one was listed for $1,800, but actually ended up selling for only $1,500 on May 19th, with of course $20 shipping. Now, a lot of you guys don't know this, but this is one of the super rare Silver Age DC keys out there. Now, they included a lot of picks, so I'm really comfortable saying that this book is actually around a 1.5 to a 1.8, and guess what? I pulled both of the data, and we're going to check it out right now. We'll start with the 1.5. So the last sale for a CGC 1.5 that sold was $1,260. Guess what? It was this month. The 90-day average for this book, $1,355 on just 2 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $1,525. In 2022, the average was $1,638, and way back in 2021, $1,898. So again, a little bit over that 1.5 sale at $1,500. We're going to take a look at the 1.8 sales data now. The last sale for a 1.8 CGC graded copy was $1,612 in March of this year. Again, that was a 90-day average as well because only one sale in a 1.8. The 12-month rolling average, $2,181. Man, that is a monster decrease in value over the past year. The 2022 average, $2,750, and then way back in 2021, $2,067. So it went up. It had a big spike. Not too sure why. Maybe the Justice League movie, even though I think it came out before this data was available. Regardless, guys, a lot of people are flocking to this book, and I think if you want to own a piece of the Justice League and the first appearance, a lot of people can't go out and get the first appearance of Superman, Wonder Woman, Flash, Green Lantern, and of course, Batman, right? So they're going to flock to this book eventually. It's like an Avengers #1. So if you want this book in the collection for the long term, I suggest you could buy it. Again, if you could find it. And the last book we're going to talk about this week is a copy of Detective Comics number 359 and the first appearance and origin of Batgirl. Now, this book is a PGX 5.0, and I know I don't talk a lot about PGX. Way back when they had some issues with some scandals that were going on, even though I think now they probably corrected what most of that issue was. I know a lot of people who do use them. The only issue I have is it seems that CBCS, CGC, and PGX are a little bit all over the place on where they're grading things. So I'm going to take this for what it is, and is a PGX 5.0. Now, this copy sold at auction for $586 with free shipping on May 19th. Now, as we get into the GPA data, you can see the last sale of this book is $660. Now, keep in mind, GPA only tracks CGC sales, so this one wouldn't appear on this list. The 90-day average for this book, $756 on just 3 sales. The 12-month rolling average, $886 on 15 sales. In 2022, the average was $921, and in way back in 2021, the average was $1,047. So we talk about DC keys going up. This one is on its way down, and I'm a little bit shocked because I always thought this key was one that I definitely want to add to collection. I have owned it before. I think it has something to do with that awful Batgirl movie that kind of never came out. I'm not too sure. Either way, I've always loved this cover. Definitely a book relating to DC Batman keys I want in the collection. Now, I'm always going to say to you guys, pick the grade that you're comfortable buying. Don't overspend for a grade that you think you need to have, and that pertains to all books. For myself, modern books, I only want in a 9.8, but outside of that, this is a Silver Age key. You can get it in any grade that you want. Again, just keep in mind what you're willing to spend for each book that you're going to buy, but either way, I love this book. That's it for another eBay sales video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one. Again, a lot of great books are selling right now on eBay for really good deals. Some of them selling for over what I think that they should, but regardless, the market, like I said, has really cooled down. It is super cold. So again, if you're buying anything right now for your collection, make sure it is a long-term hold, because if it's not, guys, you may get in a little bit of trouble. With that said, drop me comments down below. What do you want to see on this list? Again, if it's sold the prior week, I will go ahead and include it. Drop me comments down below. This is Lawrence over at Mighty Comics and Collectibles saying thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys soon.